Hello guys, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we're going to convert metric units of length, and we're specifically going to be working with millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. Now, our base unit of length for the metric system is a meter, so everything's going to be based off of a meter, and we're going to use prefixes to create other units of length, and those prefixes will tell us what those units of length mean. So, for example, we have millimeter, milli, so the prefix milli means 1000 of a meter. So it takes 1000 millimeters to equal 1 centimeter. So, it takes 1000 millimeters to create 1 meter. My bad. So now we have centimeter. So the prefix centi means 100. So it takes 100 centimeters to equal 1 meter. And lastly, we have kilometer, and the prefix kilo means 1000. So it takes 1000 meters to equal a kilometer. And all those notes are right here up top, and we can reference those as we go through our conversions. So now, as a point of reference here, so we know a little bit about what these units of blank mean. So, a millimeter is about the thickness of a paper clip, so it's a very small unit of length. Not how long that paper clip is, but how thick it is. A centimeter is about how wide the average pinky is, or let's say how big the average fingernail is. So most rulers most rulers, centimeter will be marked on the metric portion of that ruler. And then a meter is a little over a yard, so a meter takes a little longer than a yard. And a kilometer is a little over half a mile. So kilometers are used to measure long distances. So now we know a bit on the base on metric units of length. Let's get into some conversions here, and let's get into number one, where we have 4 meters equals blank centimeters. So we have to figure out how much centimeters will create 4 meters. So as you can see right here, I have put some of the base things you need to know about converting metric units. So you can see here 1 meter equals 100 centimeters, and we have 4 meters here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to multiply this 4 by 100. So we're going to do it like this, 4 times 100. And this will equal 400 centimeters. So 4 meters is 400 centimeters. So let's go to the second one, where we have 750 centimeters equals how much meters. So if we are going to a bigger unit, we are going to divide. But if we're going to a smaller unit, we are going to multiply. As you guys saw here, 4 meters is a larger unit than centimeters, and we multiplied. And centimeters is a smaller unit than meters, so we're going to divide. So we're going to divide 750 by 100. And this will give us the answer of 7.5 meters. So this is very easy if you just know the basics of how to convert metric units of length, but let's still go to our last 4 examples. So for number 3, we have 6 kilometers equals how many meters? So again, we can look up top here, and we can see that 1 kilometer equals 1000 meters. So, and kilometers is a bigger unit than meters, so we have to multiply. So we're going to do 6 times how many meters equals 1 kilometer. So 6 times 1000. 6 times 1000 will equal 6000 meters. So I find this very easy to teach you guys and to convert myself, because you just need to know the basics of it. If you just know the basics, you will fly through these problems without any problem. So let's go to the fourth example. For the fourth example, we have 1200 millimeters equals how many meters? So as I show here, 1 meter equals 1000 millimeters. So this means that we do have over 1 meter over here. But then you might think, what's this 200 millimeters? Well, again, we're just gonna divide because we are going to a higher or a bigger unit. So we're gonna divide by 1000 because 1000 millimeters will equal 1 millimeter. 1 meter, I mean. So we're gonna divide 1200 by 1000, and this will give us the answer of 1.2 meters. So on to the last two examples where we have 5 millimeters equals how much centimeters. So as I show here, 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. And we have 85 millimeters here. But this doesn't really matter to figure it out if you just know whether to divide or to multiply. So we have to look, are we going to a bigger unit or a smaller unit? Well, we are going to a bigger unit. So this means we have to divide again. So we're going to divide the amount of millimeters it takes to create 1 centimeter, which is 10. So we're going to divide 85 by 10, and this will equal 8.5. 8.5. And now to the last example, we have 3.5 meters equals how much centimeters. So again, we're going to look how are we going to a bigger unit or a smaller unit? Well, now we know that centimeters is a smaller unit than a meter, so we are multiplying. So we have to multiply 3.5 by how many centimeters fit into 1 meter, which is 100. So we're going to do 3.5 times 100 right here, and this will give us an answer of 350 centimeters as our final answer. So this was basically the video. I hope you guys understand how to use the metric units of length now and how to convert the metric units of length. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a question in the comments if you have any, and as always, this was Mr. Mathz, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.